Hey, what's going on, everyone? Today we're going to talk about ICP. Currently, we do have an idea on our chart looking for this cryptocurrency to go lower in price. It did that, so now I want to come through and speak to you all about what's about to happen next. It could be the case to where nothing is going to pop off into the market ICP, considering that we've been trading within this range ever since April or March of this year, in between $6.25 as the high, all the way down to $4.50 as a low. So let's just get prepared for that if that's going to be the case. Let's go ahead and talk about the market price action from when we did our price prediction. You guys can see on the 21st of August, the idea was for ICP to continue to go lower. The market buyers got hit with sellers on the second sell pocket. So this first one didn't keep the buyers away from moving the price up, but instead the second sell pocket did. And that's where the market reaction occurred and price began to go lower. Buyers could not hold this first buy pocket that we identified. They couldn't hold this second one. And ultimately, they brought it down to that third pocket that we identified. And the market began to go higher from there. So 10.43% was garnered from that prediction. And here we are today. We're going to talk about what's going to happen into the market in ICP now. And the first thing we're going to do is create areas that we suspect the market to be weak, or where we expect there to be more sellers in the market than there are buyers. So we're going to make that into a sell pocket there, and then another one here. So as you can see, we just created two pockets of selling in ICP, and I zoom out, you guys can tell that we have nothing but sell pockets here on this chart for ICP, and that generally tells you the trend to where the market is going. More sell pockets mean that price is going lower. If you see a lot more buy pockets, then that means the market is definitely trending to the upside. So right now, the trend into the market in ICP is definitely weakness. Let's look at this on the 3 real quick. You guys can see that we are starting out on a new 3-day price bar. So this one here resembles that sellers still, they're still hitting the buyers. They're still there because the price closed off of the highs. You guys can see that pretty clean right here. Okay, so again, it hasn't turned into a buyer's market yet. This is what the market ended up being for ICP on the monthly chart. As we zoom in here, you guys can see for the month of August, price closed at the very bottom of the bar. Again, August, July, June, and May. These 4 months, look at where the market closed. So we can say that there's been a lot of selling hitting the market in ICP over the last 4 months. Now, the good thing about that is that, yes, there may have been a lot of people trying to sell ICP, but there's been enough demand to absorb it because price hasn't changed its movement. Instead, it's just been holding quite firm right here. See that? So there's someone really absorbing ICP down there around $4, almost $5, I would say. Here it is on the 5-weekly chart. Pretty much look like the monthly chart. ICP on the 3 weeks. Okay. So yeah, right now, where the market in ICP on this 3-weekly price bar, where the low occurred, that is where those buyers are. So we need to see if they're still going to buy right now. Here it is on the 2 weeks. I don't like this 2-weekly price bar here in ICP, but considering that we have 4 days left on this current 2-weekly price bar, we may still see the market consolidate and bounce. Okay, so I definitely want to reiterate that throughout this video, that ICP can definitely just trade within a range. Here it is on the weekly chart. Take a look at ICP on the 5. Here it is on the 4. You guys can see that on the 4, the market definitely was getting hit on these 2 4-day bars, but we're still seeing the market close up higher from the previous 4 days, which is indicative of market buyers. Here it is on the 3, 2, and the 1. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely some weakness into the market in ICP. Here it is on the 11-hour chart. You guys can see that we had a very small move to the upside to get quickly hit and come right back down. That's not a good thing right there, because a lot of volume also came through ICP on these 2 11-hour price bars. and we haven't seen a recovery, i.e. price hasn't changed direction of going lower, but to going higher, it is still trending down. Okay. It is on the 5 hour. You can see that right there. 4 hour chart. I'm just quickly looking at the hourly time frame to see if there's any buyers coming through. So far, we're not really seeing that. It is on the 3 hour. ICP on the 1. And here it is on the 330. Okay, so I think we might bring this sell pocket up here a little bit higher. So all in all, I would say that I'm kind of indifferent on the strength of the market for ICP. Long term, I do suspect that the sellers have it a little bit more than the buyers do. And the reason why I'm saying I'm kind of indifferent because I definitely want to acknowledge that the buyers are supporting the market down here though. And it kind of looks like ICP doesn't have too far to fall. Let's see what we have on the 6 months. Okay. So generally, I would say that the market has a higher propensity to go lower, considering that we haven't seen any true indications that the market is being upheld by the buyers. It would be one thing if we saw price bounce from this pocket of buying on high volume, but as you can tell, this volume has been real lackadaisical to the events to where it's not convincing that those buyers are in fact there. Not yet. Okay. So what should we do? Should we just sit this one out and just let the market give us a couple more days of trading to determine whether or not it's going to continue to trade within the range or go lower? Because generally the idea for me would be for the market to go lower and potentially test 450 all the way down to $4.07. Looking from that perspective, that would give us about, on the low of this buy pocket at $4.43, another 9% move to the downside. And for us to go to $4.07 is like 16.5% move down. Okay, so I think I might just leave this off the chart and just generally go with the trend and saying that the market is weak in ICP. For us, I will just pay attention to how the market reacts on this first buy pocket. If they continue to hold that buy pocket, then we may see a small move to the upside. And then pay attention to price and how it reacts when it comes down to $4.45 to $4.50. If the market holds there on high volume, when you compare it to the past previous volume bars, then definitely that would be another indication that these buyers are still in the market. So I'm just going to put this on ice just to see if that's going to occur, and then I can pop in again and drop an idea looking for ICP to go higher. All right, so let me know your thoughts. Make sure you maintain profit, and as always, trade different.